Hey guys, it's me again, and today I'm going to talk about something that's not really been struggling, but something that I've always been dealing with for most of my life, which is loneliness. And a little bit of backstory for those of you guys that have never seen my content or the type of content that I make. I make videos talking about my struggles with like socializing as well as trying to find a partner. And in the videos, I not really mention but reference loneliness and in some way, shape, or form. And I'm kind of surprised I've not really made a video like talking about like my loneliness until now. And so yeah, so loneliness, it's something that I've been struggling for a couple years now. Um, More so lately than I ever had been in my life. Not now, but like a few years ago. I'll get back into that in a second. But I never really realized like about like my situation until a few years later. It kind of hit me. I remember one time like my parents would, mostly my mom would tell me that like, oh, when you were younger, right, like in school, when you were like in pre-K or kinder, back when um the US school systems had like pre-K. I'm not sure if it still does, but in my state it doesn't. But anyways, um you kind of had like a hard time like expressing yourself with like the other students in your class. And I never really realized that. Another thing about me, like I would try, not try, I would often like move schools, mostly elementary schools. And I guess like because of that, it also kind of like changed like how um how I like interact with other people, because I would have like a group of people that I thought I would make friends with, and then I moved to another school. And it's like that repeat, until I stayed in one elementary school with the same class all the way up until like graduation in high school, you know. And I guess because of that, I've kind of struggled with socializing, yeah, so during that time my only sources of entertainment were like watching TV and playing video games, and mostly playing video games was my only source of entertainment. And um where I spent most of my like childhood like playing, or like doing, playing games, and yeah. um won't say it was a bad thing. It was kind of a great thing, I did have a fair share of like video games that I played with over the years, and I might make a video about that, who knows. um but yeah, I was never really like a very outgoing person, in terms of um like connecting with people like through events like in my area or in my school or my church. I never really went out of my way trying to talk with a group of people, since usually I have to meet the person first, I have to get to know them, and then eventually, like, as if we see a connection or something, I open more about myself. I was never really the type of person that like really open about myself, like talking about like my struggles or my situations that I am in life, how I am doing in my videos. I think the reason why I make videos like this is because like I feel this is the only way I can actually express myself without people like judging me. Um, you know, Unless like I'm reading the comments and stuff like that, of course. But um yeah, yeah, it's always kind of been this way growing up. Um you guys are probably thinking, does he have any friends, do I have any friends? I do actually. I only have one friend. I used to hang out with him very often. He's my best friend and I wouldn't trade him for the world. And a few online friends, but don't really like talk with them that much. Yeah, it's just kind of like that. I only have like one friend. I don't have any female friends. I don't think I can have female friends. Well, it's not that I don't want to. It's just the thing is, whenever I do have a female friend, like I eventually start having feelings for them, and I feel like it's kind of like difficult for me to have like female friends. I feel like it's very difficult in this day and age for guys to have female friends because the strong possibility of having interest with them um, is very possible. You know, but hey, that's just my opinion. Every guy is different, and yeah, um, it's kind of just always kind of like that, um, like in terms of like socializing or in terms of loneliness. But who knows? Maybe in the future I could make a female friend and whatnot, you know. And yeah, um, so my struggles with loneliness, right? Um, most days I usually just be by myself. Um, I go to work Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or a little over 5, depends on how work is that day. And I come home and I play games, you know, take a nap, take a few walks here or there. And recently signed up for a gym, which is another hobby that I recently started doing. And after gym, I study. I study Japanese. And after that, it's kind of like repeat, Monday through Friday. And maybe sometimes during the weekdays, or whatever, I hang out with my friend. And yeah, it's kind of like that repeat. Um, don't really talk to that many people in my personal life. I don't really talk with the people at work since the people I work with are people that are like around in their like mid 40s to um late 30s. They're the youngest one's probably like around like 31 or 32, but I don't really talk with them or whatnot. Um so yeah, it's just always kind of like that. And yeah. Um I mean, I could improve on that, could actually like put myself out there and try to talk not with my coworkers but with other people. But um I don't know how to like get out of that situation. I've always like struggled with like loneliness, but mostly like in terms of like trying to find a partner or whatnot. But I'm trying to like change the way how I see myself, and I try not to let that like define like my life, how it is. And yeah, um not sure if anyone can like relate to my situation. 'Cause I'm not saying I'm stuck in this situation. It's just something that I've always kind of been dealing with in my life, and I'm trying to change that about myself. You know, um, lately I've kind of been like coping with it, by playing video games and other activities, like walks, and recently more to the gym as well as studying Japanese. And I feel like I've made a lot of improvements this year than I have last year or any year before that, or even before I was still attending school. And even though they're like little bitty changes, I can actually see that's a huge improvement in my life. You know, um, not really like a negative video, but it's just something that I've always kind of been struggling in my life, and hopefully it can change this year or in the future. But hey, I mean, only time will tell. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, and sorry if I was just like rambling all over the place. These videos aren't really like scripted, and I usually just like go and like what's in my mind, and I just say it. And then I just edit the video and I just put it out there online. So yeah, not sure if you guys have any advice or can relate to what I'm saying. But yeah, um hopefully it can change this year, or hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, I mean, only time will tell. But yeah, as always, I'll see you guys next time, and yeah, later guys.